I've been staying at the Chateau Walmart for way too long. We're now down just to one-armed Samuel L. Jackson. What am I gonna do? Say no? If I wasn't such a chatty Cathy on the side of the road earlier, where's the rest of the bridge? Good morning. I've been back in Massachusetts now for a couple weeks. Been visiting my friends, been visiting my family. I haven't been exploring enough. Even like right now, I've been staying at the Chateau Walmart for way too long. This has kind of been my home spot since I came home to visit because it's kind of centrally located to everybody I love, places I want to go, things I wanted to do that I couldn't do in the 6 months I was away. I'm in my old world right now and you guys are my new world. And the best way to start is change that view right there. Much better. It's funny, as I've traveled around the country, they don't see my license plates or they just ask me, where are you from? Whenever you tell people you're from Massachusetts, they think Boston. Or maybe they talk about the coast, Cape Cod, Martha's Vineyard, Nantucket, or they think the entire state is one gigantic city. This is the other side of Massachusetts. That is what they call the Mohawk Trail. Originally started as a trade route for indigenous tribes. There's a town in western Massachusetts, we're gonna be going there later on today, called North Adams, and they want to be connected to Boston on the eastern side. So the Highway Department of Massachusetts in the 19 teens commissioned this route to be built between rivers, woods, mountains. Quickly turned into the original road trip road of the United States. I'm calling it that. It might just be the original New England. I don't know which came first, this or 66, and I don't have enough cell phone service to look it up, so I'm calling it the original road trip road of North America until I get back to service and look it up and find out that I was wrong. It's not as classy as 66, but there's hotels. There was the Wigwam Trading Post. The official real kickoff, they call it the French King Bridge. When it was built, it was deemed by many different groups and associations as the prettiest bridge in all of North America. It is kind of pretty. Decided to skip it because I couldn't do a fun slide open the door thing to go see it. Either way, Deerfield River. That's pretty. There's more to see on this road. Although before I do get going, when I got back to Massachusetts, I was so excited to go see my friends, see some family. And well, it resulted in the first loss of the Tommy Vanderson van life saga. My nephew, who is one of the coolest little kids, when I was leaving Massachusetts back in January, gave me his Chewbacca toy to take around the country and take photos of in different places. Deserts, mountains, swamps that are down in the Everglades. However, when I got back, I saw him right off the rip, and the first question he asked me, can I have my Chewbacca toy back? What am I gonna do, say no? You can't have your toy back? So we have lost Chewbacca. We're now down just to one-armed Samuel L. Jackson. Godspeed, Chewie. I'm gonna miss you. He was there day one when I was packing my van too. I put him in the front seat of my van, right there, in the seatbelt, ready to rock and roll for day one. And now he's gone, back with my nephew, Evan. All right, I got a lot of places I want to go today because there's still a couple places I haven't been to that I really want to go see. And Massachusetts, on the western part of the state, we don't need, people see Boston all the time. Besides, if you want to see Boston, all you got to do is just go watch the last 20 years of sports, see who won the championships, and see what city they were in, and you can find Boston. That's the Deerfield River. That's my front seat. I'm gonna get in and get going. I stayed in one spot for too long. I didn't close all the way. All right. Oh no. There we go. Apparently that's a new thing. Let's hit the road. God. I left in the van in January. I kept saying I'm gonna go back to New England. To show you where I come from. January plans coming full circle and it's just kind of cool. Forgot to close the drawer. Fixed itself. Welcome to Massachusetts. Almost couldn't have timed this any better. Almost. So something in Massachusetts I always wanted to see. I got here a couple minutes too late. If I wasn't such a chatty Cathy on the side of the road earlier, that train I just caught crossing the road, I would have been able to catch going into the Hoosac Tunnel. And that would have been really cool for the video, but I missed it. I didn't know there was gonna be a train today, so actually the fact I got to see one down there is pretty cool, but it would have been so cool to catch going into the tunnel. A couple fun Hoosac Tunnel facts. Built between 1851 and 1875, took 24 years to complete. Cost was $21 million. 4.75 miles long. That is 7.64 kilometers for my Canadian audience that's out there or someone watching from any other country. I try to be a little more worldly. Cost the lives of 193 to 196 workers. When you lose that many workers, it got nicknamed the Bloody Pit. And when you get a nickname like the Bloody Pit, that means lives being lost. You also get a whole bunch of, lack of a better term, ghost stories regarding the tunnel. There's stories that if you go down there, you can hear souls, you can hear screams, you can hear workers. I'm not gonna go down and find out. A, because it's 4.75 miles long of narrow train-filled tunnel. Plus, the train company is very protective of it. And B, if they're right that that is down there, I don't know if I want to be there when I found that out. That's cool. So there's one coming out of North Adams right now.
Yeah. It'll probably take you like 15 minutes.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, yeah. Beautiful. I got stuck at the crossing right there. I was like, I just missed it.
Yeah,
I was so mad. Oh.
Yep.
Oh, so I'm not going anywhere yet. All right, perfect.
Yep.
Started going on this whole thing about how I was bummed out that I was held up by the train at the railroad crossing, and I missed the train going in, and I was just a few minutes late for being too chatty. Oh, thanks to being chatty, I bumped into two guys as I was walking back to the van, and they had some important information, which is that there's one coming this way in about 20 minutes. So I'm gonna hang out and wait for it. And the cool thing about that is, part of the reason why I wanted to come see this so bad was, for years when I was working, there's not a lot of roads in Massachusetts where you can just get on and haul for a good ride. The Mohawk Trail, where I was parked on, is one of those roads. So a lot of times on my days off, if I want to go for a ride, I would just jump on Route 2 and haul out to unwind and just enjoy a road trip. I always knew the Hoosac Tunnel was here. There's a sign at the top of the hill saying that it's below your feet. And I was like, oh yeah, I should go down and check it out. But I didn't know exactly where it was. I never had cell phone service, so I didn't have time to like stop and slow down, because as much as I was taking a road trip on my day off, I had to get back and do the day off stuff that I had to get done, grocery shopping and whatnot. So it's kind of cool that I got the time to come down here and check out the tunnel. But even cooler, I find out there's gonna be one coming through in about 20 minutes, and I get to stop and wait, because I got nowhere to be. If it turns out he's wrong, then I was gonna lose like 3 hours of my life, and oh no, I'll just have to sit next to a train tunnel in the middle of the woods with a flowing little brook next to me. Maybe it's just hang out for a couple hours anyways. Well, it's been about 20 minutes. I don't know if that train's coming. So I think I'm gonna wave the flag and keep on going. I showed you guys a train already, calm down. We're gonna get comfy because my friend Melvin over there just said something very important. I was just about to give up too. Now we can keep on rolling. No, I gotta wait till the end of the train. All right, wait until the end, then I'll go. Now we can keep going. What's over there? That was cool. All right, let's keep rolling. There's so many things to do today. Massachusetts bucket. Massachusetts bucket list item has been crossed off today. That was the Hoosac Tunnel. I'm glad I'm here. road trip, people say I went down to the hairpin. We talk about two places, the Kankamangas or what's coming up right now. Check this out. For all you people out there in Colorado, try not to be too impressed. My next spot's coming up. This is Estimate. Check out this drive. So it's going down the road, and I saw a sign that reminded me. There's one thing in Massachusetts I've never seen, and whenever I talked about all the times I went down the Mohawk Trail, people always ask me, did you go check out Natural Bridge? And if you know how many people ask me this, like, I'm the only person in Massachusetts who's not seen Natural Bridge. I was going down the road just now, I saw a sign from saying Natural Bridge. I was like, I gotta go right now. Also, give Massachusetts credit. A lot of their state parks, free. I don't have any cash on me. Natural Bridge is over there, but there's some evil creatures over there, so I'm gonna wait for them to get out of the way, so I'll wait my turn. Evil creatures are leaving. Let's go check out Natural Bridge. You know they're evil. And that's Natural Bridge. Kind of cool. Hey, at least I can say I did it. If anyone wants to know, apparently there's a joint in a river a long time ago, got split into the rock and started cutting through the rock, and then the Ice Age came along and helped out, and the ice retreated. It stayed. And there's your geologic lesson for the day. It is kind of funny how much the West spoils you. Before I left, any rock formation like that in New England, you go jaw to the floor, wow. Then you go out west, and there's so many stunning geological formations that you kind of come back here and you go, that's a hole in a rock. Cool. Out west, they get more impressive stuff on the side of the street that's not even something special. It's just there. It's just part of the side of the road. Here, they put up a whole state park around it, protect it, which I'm not against protecting natural formations. I got there, so I looked over the edge. Where's the rest of the bridge? Is it a drawbridge? Is there another half someplace I'm not seeing? It is still cool. And I get to cross off one more item off the Massachusetts bucket list for today. See when we get where we're going next. Summit of Mt Greylock, which is 3,491 feet, making it Massachusetts' tallest peak and only hill with a subalpine forest on it.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
You liked it. I know, it's not, I'm not in the Rocky Mountains, get over it. But you know what? It's still, pretty impressive. 3,491 feet, and it is an absolutely beautiful World War I memorial. Let's go see it from the top. Check it out. We got a rainstorm coming in, so it's killing the view a little bit. But you can see 90 miles from the top of here on a clear day. Looking south, you can see as far as the Catskill Mountains in New York. They're out there someplace. To the east, Mount Monadnock. Fun fact about Mount Monadnock is, for the record, for a long time, I mean, the single most climbed mountain in the world. Until Mount Fuji took it over and hasn't given the title back. Adirondacks, Green Mountains, they're the big green lumps. As you can tell, they're the mountains. And then off in the distance, the Taconic Ridge, and Albany's out there too someplace. That's Mt Greylock. Let's go back to the car. No, I'm not doing the Appalachian Trail. Gotta work on this before I try to do that. That just leaves my parking spot. I have to admit to you, 4 reasons why I want to go to the top of Mt Greylock. Number 1, to go check out the War Memorial. Number 2, to claim I went to the highest point in Massachusetts. Number 3, the view. And also, where I was showing you guys around today, I was putting on a brave face, but it was like 85, 90 degrees and humid. And they always tell you, if you want colder weather, go to the higher altitudes. Well, I'm not gonna exactly say I went to the top of Pikes Peak, but it's 73 degrees. So I dropped the temperature 16 degrees by going up there. Look at me being a van lifer. He was getting tough. I don't want to go back down. Where I was hoping to go is closed. I thought they were open till 5. I guess they closed at, oh, it's 5:06. But they closed at 4. However, where I just was, Mt Greylock, that's in a town called Adams, Massachusetts. There's someone born right here in town that deserves a little shout out before I go find home for the night. Let's go take a look. The Susan B. Anthony birthplace. I know a lot of people know that Susan B. Anthony was a leader in the women's suffrage movement. However, her story is actually pretty cool. Yeah, it's raining pretty bad there. Coming from a state of rebels, the ones that threw tea into the harbor out in Boston, that led the rebellion against the British. Susan B. Anthony, I always kind of enjoyed her story because Susan B. Anthony was like the original rebel for women because, I don't know, people are gonna say, oh, what about this woman, that one? There's a lot of amazing women in history. 1872, she went to Rochester, New York and placed an illegal vote. When she was caught, she was brought to court with an all-male jury, found guilty, and had to pay a $100 fine for her illegal vote, to which she said she will never, ever, ever pay the fine. And to her credit, she never did, and, well, never got jailed for it. It was kind of, you're supposed to have the right to vote. So after that, she spent years leading the women's suffrage movement to get the 19th Amendment to allow women to vote. That's a patriot of the United States. Good old history. That's the birthplace of Susan B. Anthony, an amazing American patriot. It was some really cool history, and that little bit about her refusing to pay her fine is always one of my little favorite pieces of history. And just so you know, everybody out there in the United States of America, every single state is an important member of the United States. 50 of us. We are an amazing, beautiful country. Lots of good history all over the place. When everyone was out there celebrating the 250th anniversary, everyone from Massachusetts wants to say one thing. You're welcome. Philadelphia, you guys filled out some important pieces of paper, but I'm having fun. It was a united effort, I know. All right, I still gotta find home for the night. I think I have a spot lined up. I'm gonna cross the border into the next state of the tour. I'm only like 20 minutes from Vermont, so we're going to Vermont next. I'll see you when I get home. The Vermont Distillery, there's a little general store, there's a restaurant. They have this little lot, but you stay for 48 hours. It's kind of a cool thing. I'm home for the night, nice and early. Big little marshmallow in the corner over there. I might have to figure out how to get a little more level before I go to bed and get some sleep for the night. The air outside right now is like absolute soup. It's only 70 degrees. It's not like it's hot, but it is one of the highest humidity or dew points. I don't know which one makes you feel like you're in a swamp, but I'm walking through a swamp. Whatever one that is, that's the one that's high. I think they're both high. I'm gonna go enjoy my house for a little bit. Gonna relax. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you. I love you. If you haven't already, please do consider hitting that like and subscribe button down below. It goes so far towards helping me live my dream of being a content creator on the road. And it's just really a nice thing to do, and it'll help somebody else's dreams come true. Just click it. I'll see you guys next time. We're now down just to one-armed Samuel L. Jackson.